Albert Jones.
And I'm Samantha Bielek.
And this is the news. Our top story this week.
Colin is on scene reporting from the science room with Miss Epstein.
Mrs. Epstein is the head of PJS.
Our 8th grade students have been working for 2 months on their science projects.
I'm live from the Kennedy Catholic Science Lab. Let's see where students are working hard on their PJS project.
Hi, Colin.
Hi, Miss Epstein. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you? How can I help you?
Will you tell us a little bit about the students' PJS projects?
Oh boy, we got quite an extensive PGS project. Bree here. Bree, you want to tell them what you're doing? Right now we're researching electromagnetic spectrum. That's what she's doing at the NASA website.
Alright, so I'm doing how the color of light affects the plant growth of beings.
Yes. Come on, Max. Why don't you tell them what you're doing here?
I'm doing dogs are colorblind. They are colorblind.
And he's gonna prove they are,
I'm
right?
dealing with diabetes, developing artificial pancreas. And basically all you're gonna do is develop an artificial pancreas. And I'm researching like how glucose and everything is and insulin pumps and stuff.
You want to tell them why you're doing this? Who in your family has diabetes? Well, who's most special in your life that has diabetes?
My mom.
Yes, and she's very excited that she's going to start researching the diabetes. These 8th graders have been very diligent, and I'm glad to have Zach, the only 7th grader that's in this. But yes, he is very special. Yes, and but they have been working hard. Most of them have been working really hard, and we should start our experiments probably next week. There'll be 3 trials for each one, and then we'll finish up our PowerPoints and speeches hopefully in December, and then we're off to regions, and hopefully we'll make it to states and Penn State in May.
Thank you for that, Mrs. Epstein. Sure, this is Colin Ray reporting live. Back to Samantha and Adelbert.
Thank you for that report from the science room, Colin.
That was a good report.
On Veterans Day, we had a prayer service, flag raising, and special speakers.
Second Lieutenant Schaefer, also known as the middle school math teacher, and First Sergeant Masato were on hand to speak as our special speakers.
Tune into this special report as Colin meets us in the band room.
This is Colin Graham reporting live from Veterans Day.
I'm going to read what we do for retirement ceremonies. It's called flag pulling ceremonies. It's a very powerful speech. You guys can go ahead and stand up, and everybody face the flag. And really look at the flag and listen to the words that I say. In July 1969, the American flag was flown in space when Neil Armstrong planted it on the surface of the moon. Today, our flag flies on constellations of Air Force satellites that circle our globe, and on the fin flash of our aircraft in harm's way in every corner of the world. Indeed, it flies in the heart of every American who serves our great nations. The sun never sets on the U.S. Air Force, nor on the flag we so proudly cherish. Since 1776, no generation of Americans has been spared the responsibility of defending freedom today. The United States flag represents who we are. It stands for the freedom we all share and the pride and patriotism we feel for our country.
Solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That's what it is to me. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States to my last dying breath. That's a promise. That's a swear. I swore that oath in front of thousands of people.
Nikki is outside on Veterans Day.
Let's watch a quick scene from the ceremony just outside the flagpole. He reported live outside at the flagpole, getting ready for the Veterans Day ceremony.
will report backstage with Regan Patterson.
This is Regan Patterson reporting live from behind the scenes of broadcasting. I'm going to ask a few people what they're learning in broadcasting. Here's one of our students now. What is your favorite part about broadcasting?
My favorite part about broadcasting is working with Mrs. P and Miss Polio. They're just such a joy to work with.
Here's another student. What is your favorite part about broadcasting?
My favorite part about broadcasting is writing on the cue cards.
Final student, Nikki. What is your favorite part about broadcasting?
My favorite part about broadcasting is set
My report from behind the scenes of broadcasting. Back to you, Delbert and Samantha.
Sky is reporting from Miss Epstein's room.
Sky and her classmates were working on making the different forms of the rock cycle.
The students were grouped together to mix vinegar, baking soda, sand, and Play-Doh.
Over to you, Sky. Sky Johnson reporting live from 6th grade science class. Today we are exploding volcanoes.
What do you need? Eat and want to make metamorphic rock treasure. Pound it! Under pressure!
Joan.
And I'm Samantha Bjork.
And this is the news as we see it.